Michael Dowd.
I'll keep this really short. I want to talk about systemic evil. Religions typically talk about good and evil, but what we mean by it most of the time is something otherworldly or supernatural. I'm not meaning that at all. Systemic evil is when you've got a societal structure, when your economic and governmental system causes good people to do evil. When it causes good, moral people to do things that are actually harmful to future generations. Because good, bad, great, and evil have always, in all cultures, been defined by how we impact the future, how we impact others, and how that ripples out to the future. If I am a positive contribution to others in the future, I've done a good thing. If I harm others or harm the future, I've done a bad thing. If I sacrifice to be a blessing to others in the future, I've done a heroic or a great thing. And yet if I'm an individual corporation and I serve my own needs, to hell with others, screw the future, I've done an evil thing. This is not moral rocket science. We don't need 10 commandments to tell us this. And we have a system right now where no matter how many changes individuals make, changing light bulbs, driving less, all the different things that are good things to do, we actually have a system where it's possible and it's profitable for an individual or corporation to get wealthy by toxifying the air, water, soil, and life upon which we all depend. So I want to encourage the one most important systemic action that you can learn more about and help further in whatever ways you can, and that's whether you call it fee and dividend or taxing carbon, putting a fair price on carbon pollution, but the single most important systemic thing that we have to do. In fact, if we do this one well, it marshals the entire power of the global market to help us do the right, just, ecological thing. If we don't do this one thing, all the other billions of little things that we do won't be enough. It's that important. And so to tax carbon, to learn, just go to carbontax.org or citizensclimatelobby.org. If you only remember one thing from what I'm saying, one of those websites, learn more about it and further that. Because sometime in the next 10 years, we'll in fact tax carbon. But if we wait another 10 years to do it, or if we do it in the next 2 or 3 years, just that difference will make the difference between the suffering of billions of humans and animals for thousands of years. It's that huge. So nothing's more important than that. And I think the last kind of comment that I want to leave is that we are all part of this amazing evolutionary 13.8 billion years of creativity, and chaos, breakdowns, destruction is the main thing that keeps catalyzing creative transformation. So we can trust the chaos of our times. We can trust the chaos of our own lives. We can trust the chaos of the march. And yet that chaos can catalyze us so that we truly can co-create a just, healthy, and sustainably life-giving world. We don't have to have the same beliefs. We don't have to have the same metaphysics. We can have all kinds of differences, but we can all agree that the past is rooting for us and the future is calling us to greatness. And that's what I think that the message that I just want to communicate is, let us all act as though the past is rooting for us and the future is calling us to greatness. And in that, I especially encourage you to learn more about taxing carbon and how we can further that, so that we can all look young people in the eyes in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years and say, yes, I participated in that. Amen.
Wow.